They focus on that, they enjoy something together, that will be a long-lasting relationship. So that means you work on what is that you guys enjoy doing and work less on things that you actually contradict one another. So this is a way where you can sort of compromise but build a great relationships. So one of the biggest questions when it comes to BaZi is, how do I see compatibility between two people, two BaZi charts? Now, of course, this is a big question, okay? I doubt we can fully explain every nuances when it comes to compatibility, because it's the job of a BaZi practitioner to fully analyze the chart. But I can give you some guidelines so that as a student of BaZi, you can go out studying these aspects and then find the way to do that. Now, compatibility is a big word, right? Depending on what the person's definition of compatibility is, but in general, most people think compatibility means, okay, it's just the right fit. Meaning, if I'm an asshole, I so happen to find someone that actually loves an asshole, right? So, and she might be a bitch, and all right, whatever it is, I'm okay with that. And so far we're together, everything's going to be all right. But obviously this is fairy tale. It's not going to be like that, right? Compatibility, I think, in many ways, you have to look at charts where there is a complementary set of values that complement each other. And when two people add together, it becomes a bigger sum, as in the values increase. Like 1 + 1 = 10. So two of them have synergy together. To see that sort of compatibility in the chart, there are various things, various perspectives one can see, okay? Now, I would look at the strength of chart A, which complements the weakness of chart B, or maybe the strength of chart B will complement the weakness of chart A. So if this is the case, two of them being together in some ways is going to be mutually and synergy-wise is going to be strong. Okay, that's one of the ways I prefer to do that, because life is a journey, and when you can really help each other and add value to one another, it's always going to be an interesting life. Whereas if you look at a different type of compatibility, it's like, I'm so attracted to you and you're so attracted to me. How do I see that in the chart? Well, you can do that, but that doesn't last very long. But the way to see that is to see this concept called, I look at my element, let's say my element is yin water, and I find that this yin water exists in that person, the person who wants to see the compatibility, in that person's spouse palace, because that's a relationship palace. So in this person B's spouse palace, there's my element, my day element, for example, yin water. That means this person has me inside her chart. So this is a way to say, whatever characteristics is inside my spouse palace. So I'm already looking for this sort of personality. And then in this, and in my chart, for example, in my spouse palace, then if I see that person's day element inside, then in my chart, the spouse palace, I also see that character, and so now we are compatible. So this is an attraction, not so much compatibility, but there's sort of a liking. This is not a good way for me to look at so-called compatibility, but this is a surface level. A lot of people like that. 我中有你，你中有我. That means you are in me, I am in you, therefore we like each other. This sort of thing, if one day there's a clash with the elements, the value will be lost. Now you no longer look like the way I saw you in the first place, or you used to be this and now you look like this, that sort of euphoria disappeared, then it won't last long. The compatibility, so-called attraction, disappear. So you want to look at the chart from the value perspective instead of just surface level attraction. So another way to see, a lot of people, of course, even more elementary than this, is to look at animal sign compatibility. You may say, I'm a snake, therefore I look for monkey because monkey and snake is a combo. Or if I am a rat and the rat combines together with the ox, so it's a combo. It doesn't look like that. That means that if animal sign compatibility in a chart generally means that there's some aspects in your life that you can work well together. It does not mean that this means everything is compatible. But to use that in an effective way, you got to look at the 4 pillars of the BaZi chart of person B and 4 pillars of person A and C, which areas of life they can work together, mutually share an experience and journey together. And so if they focus on that, they enjoy something together, that will be a long-lasting relationship. So that means you work on what is that you guys enjoy doing and work less on things that you actually contradict one another. So this is a way where you can sort of compromise but build a great relationships. And also, depending on what the person wants to see when it comes to so-called compatibility, because some people have the wrong idea and say compatibility means whatever you do must be in compliance with what I think is right. If you do something that I don't like, that's not compatible with me. If you have that sort of mentality, then it's very hard to find someone that's compatible with you, because if he or she doesn't do something that it's in agreement with you, you are pissed off. So you should really ask yourself, why is it that you have so much criteria on what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy, and why must it be your way? So if you cannot find that a way to overcome your own weakness and insecurities, any relationship wouldn't work. Okay, so that requires, I know some people say, maturity and spiritual evolution in consciousness to become better at controlling and understanding one's emotions. So I think a lot of times we have to work on ourselves instead of just saying everyone must be compatible, therefore this is the easy way out. Okay, but BaZi does help by understanding, what's the value to add to each other. If you have value for one another, it's going to be a great journey. It's going to be fun. You share stuff that you love to do. You enjoy each other's company because you talk to someone intelligent. Someone can spar with you, exchange ideas, share happy moments and memories together, work towards common goals, because you build each other. You become a better person with that person, and that person also become a better person because of you, because you're adding value, not just by mutual attraction. The attraction will wear off, and at some point you're going to have a problem. Okay, so again, I'm just giving you the concept. I know a lot of you tell me exactly how. Well, there are 500,000 permutations of a chart. I can't tell you exactly the 5 big patterns. You require a bit of learning. Okay, once you understand that, you find the 1 or 2 things in the chart and find how you can work together, you'll have a great journey together and you'll be compatible for a long time. Okay, so here's the point where you can learn to get started on learning about compatibility in the BaZi chart.
Check inside the description for the link.